Okay. Interesting.
Just King Salman is going to be rocking the roam. Or are they going to switch? Oh, they still might switch.
Unless they switch.
Yeah, they still might switch.
Although this is not beyond us. Again, knowing King Salman plays almost everything.
Yeah.
This could be a switcheroo here.
Yeah, that's something that has been said about King Salman. Very wide hero pool and role pool.
Yeah.
That's why TNC you put him in the team.
Yeah.
Willing to do anything.
Again, if you guys, the viewers out there, you see the team intros, Salman has almost all the roles.
The only one to do that in all the players playing in Season 10.
3 or 4 roles under that name.
Oh, they take the Grok. Okay.
Okay.
So
It's a mid lane Julian, a jungle Cho.
JC, I told you, JC. JC,
Yeah.
I told you it was JC.
That's what you meant by JC.
I was wondering. Actually, when you said that, I was like, either JJ or JC. What is the JC?
Jungle Cho.
Other than me.
Yeah.
Well, it's also you. So here we go. Again, a swerve from both ends here. One for TNC, given that there might be a switcheroo. They do draft, again, the amount of burst that they needed in the Eve alongside the Selena in mid. And then for ONIC, they show us that, you thought you figured it out with the Uranus pick, but nah, fam. It's still the Julian going into that mid lane with our jungle Cho and the chef on the Grok. One more look at the lineup. Again, a recap. It was a crazy draft. Renmar, do you still stand by what you said earlier that it might be back to front for TNC?
Well, obviously, it's going to be slow back to front if they're not landing the Abyssal Arrow. If they land the Abyssal Arrows, that means they're going to be the one setting the tempo. I think at one point, the Abyssal Arrows will just be a signal for Cram on the Masha that, okay, I stun someone, this is who you thunderclap, this is who you start clawing away at. And that is if they can land it. If they can't land those Abyssal Arrows, to stop the tempo of ONIC PH, to be able to get early kills, if they can't do that, ONIC might have control of this game almost the entire time.
All right, so there's not much crazy switching happen. It's still the roaming Escalera on that Selena, and then in mid, the actual mid laners, it's the King versus the Prince.
Was it Sensui that actually, for the season, was he the first one to play the Cho jungle?
Yes, this season.
This season, right?
Yes.
So, and I believe a lot of people back then, I can't remember if it was week 2, week 3, it was early on in the season, it ended up working out for him. So nice to see it come back out here. Super Friend's going to go ahead and flicker out of there. Again, it really comes down to just landing these arrows. And this is Escalera. I mean, it's a signature pick for him. So we'll see if they can actually convert that game plan throughout this game 3.
You know, aggressive poke damage is what TNC has a lot of in the mid lane. And, well, yes, in the lane. How is it going to translate into team fights, though? I experienced this myself earlier. We did a quick rank game before the game started. Gaswell will need some help in the lane against this Melissa as a carry.
Oh yeah, you were the carry.
Yeah.
What was I playing then?
You were the jungle Karina.
Nice. All right, back to the game here. About 2 minutes in, 15 seconds away from this first turtle. Again, not much you can expect from Der and Cram, but look at this.
Oh, that was almost calculated there, Nets, though. Not going to be able to survive this one. Just trying to get some damage out. That's going to be the first blood secured here, though, already for TNC as the first turtle of the game does come up here.
Yeah, main condition for ONIC is their Melissa. They have a secondary condition in the Julian, so they're not that worried about it, but eventually you'll see ONIC help out topside a little bit more. But TNC made the right call there. Again, carry needs that help against that Melissa. TNC gave it right away.
Oh, they grab another kill. The question was, are those arrows going to be landing? Surely they are right now.
Well, that was more of a point-blank arrow. There was a fight already happening before Escalera came in and finished the job. But if they can find larger engagements, longer range engagements that actually throw ONIC off their timing again, we know that ONIC has that weird time frame, a window that now Rapidot is dealing with. I bet he didn't expect that arrow, not at that angle.
I mean,
strange angle for it to come out of.
Yeah, strange angles here, but this is a master of this hero, Escalera, right now. And you made the point, right? what does ONIC do here? How do they play when they don't get to play that early lead game that they love so much? Again, that is something that is constantly the struggle of this ONIC Philippines team so far for the season. And right now, 3 kills on the board. You know, you're slowly building that gold lead for TNC. This is exactly where they want to be.
Yeah, but it seems like ONIC also understand that TNC might not want to contest the early objectives. Because TNC, with how they're rotating, how they're positioning themselves, it seems like their objective now is to get kills and get the lead in lane. Because they know that ONIC have a great lineup for taking turtles early on.
Dur should be fine here. 2 versus 1 has the Consecrate. SD can't get the damage that they wanted to. So that's the thing, you know, at this point, you have SD just trying to find if they can convert a kill on the bottom side, even though it's a Uranus. It might be your best option for now, as they're just trying to set up for the next turtle, because you even mentioned, you know, do they want to give up the turtles? Do we want to secure those? And we're seeing it right here.
I mean, it alleviates some of the pressure. Uranus is still an annoying backline diver, but who do you want to find there? It's the Eve or the carry, who's nobody home. Like, you're not going to find them there, because look, they're making quick work of this turtle.
Yeah, so they do secure that. That is going to be the turtle secured for TNC. SD does give up some buffs, though, too. ONIC Philippines knew that. They grabbed his purple. He's not going to have that. Now look there. Sensui also planting himself there. Gets the way of the dragon off here. SD, can he escape this one? Has the damage. And it's Sensui that gets knocked out here.
That was a legit, I'm not trapped in here with you, you're trapped in here with me moment.
Yeah, smart use of the dashes there by SDZYZ, and even better response there by the members of TNC to help out their jungler.
Not only that, but when you have an Eve on your side, that's literally setting up a boxing ring for you.
Yeah.
Right? So you're in my ring now.
Yeah, friends got knocked out.
Ding, ding, ding.
And he had weapons on him too.
Yeah.
Just shows the grit that SD is playing with, and they are hell-bent on securing this series. Arrow out.
Not gonna land there, but see here, Escalera, it's really setting the tempo here for, or giving the signal here for ONIC that, yeah, we are gonna be focusing on the gold lane here. We're not gonna let this Melissa farm freely, and yeah, this is what they need to do. However, at some point, if arrows start missing, if ONIC gets a good initiation, or TNC aren't careful, ONIC will just surprise TNC. They have a good chance of being able to wipe them out in a team fight here. At least take down 4 or 3. Yasuo and King Salman might be able to get away, but Cram and Escalera, SDZYZ will be the ones in a difficult position.
All right, now they were focusing on Sensui. Here comes Rapidoo, charges in. SD going to be the focus here. Also, Cram trying to keep those at bay. Rear world manipulation does come down. SD should be fine. Cram has the health bars he needs. Can Dur find the kill? Goes into the wall. SD going to be just fine. A lot of just resources. Ultimates coming down there. Nets going to be fine, able to survive as well. So no one goes down, but out of it all, TNC grabs a turret.
A lot of damage for no deaths.
Yeah.
And the TNC, again, mission accomplished for the early game. They'll be able to delay the Melissa, but by how much? Because now with the tower broken up top, with the turtle there, Yasuo will be rotating the map more. Will they continue this pressure on the Melissa? Maybe not, but ONIC, the way they're going to adjust is, okay, get that Melissa out of lane, get a win elsewhere, while TNC will be thinking the same. Get wins elsewhere in the map. Push other turrets, push other lanes.
Oh, man, I'm loving what TNC has done here, especially with their draft and how they're executing. Their 3 heroes, I'm talking about the Masha, the Eve, and the carry, are super scaling. They need so many items, so what do? They pick up a Paquito and a Sanina that barely needs any. So that's why they're able to keep toe-to-toe, and again, even stay ahead of ONIC. 7 minutes in, they're 2K ahead.
Yeah, this is what we talk about in the analyst stand, or even in the desks throughout the season. If you're going to go for a lineup that needs scaling in a lot of time, you have to have your mid-game insurance policies. Heroes who scale very quickly, such as a Paquito, or have high-impact abilities that can turn a game around, such as the Selena.
Yeah, so and right now, ONIC Philippines just going to go ahead and secure that turtle. You know, TNC knows when to pick their fights, I feel like, because, again, a lot of it is right now reliant on Escalera landing the arrows, and sometimes it's better off not to fight into ONIC Philippines, who has that grok, has the utilities that they need to fight around those enclosed areas. So at this point, we see TNC making the decision to not just kind of throw away that early lead they had here. Nice arrow going to land, but wild charge comes in. Nice setup there. right as they grab double kills, 2 kills here on the top side. SD a little bit too late, but here comes the rest of TNC. Can they convert this? Dur on the backside. Cram's gonna look for a kill here, looking to grab one. Sensui does fall now. It's Super Prince, has to flicker around. So it is gonna be a trade here for both teams.
Then the squad rolled up and opened a can of whoop Yas again because it was Yasuo who was turned inside out first. And that was a long conversion from TNC.
Yeah, TNC got the convert, but that was a great call and a great play by ONIC PH. Rapidu initially got stunned, got a good amount of damage, but he knew the job was simple. I'm gonna put my wall up, get that stun off with the wild charge, and he did.
Was it 3 dudes?
I was gonna say, it was 3 dudes. And here we go, Rapidu now gonna be the focus here. Cram, SD grabbing the kill.
Uh-oh. Oh, he got that.
Cram was a little, got trapped a little bit there, but he should be fine. And, you know, as I was saying, going back just real quick there, when Rapidu landed that, I think the wall was going down just as he landed it, too.
Yeah.
So
split second.
Like just perfect timing there. So, as you know, as ONIC Philippines is able to convert a couple kills here, they are still kind of in this position where they need to be careful against going TNC because at this point, it's not only the arrows, right? If the arrows do land, great, but it's starting to work in their favor for TNC, especially Yasuo, right? He is continuously building up those items, and you know, once carry comes online, has 2 items, 3 items, they're gonna be in good position, but right there, Escalera, the one to get caught. Now Super Friend's gonna be the focus. Yasuo can't get there. Super Friend's quite low, but the rest of the team there to back him up.
Sensui almost walked into a big show of a death there, but TNC already blew a lot of their abilities in that last skirmish. And for this carry, again, the way Bren Esports, and I'm bringing up Bren because carry is one of their signature marksman heroes, is they front load peel for their carry.
Yeah.
That's why Super Marco can just really hit and fight. TNC don't exactly have that level of peel, but what they have is an Eve. The real world manipulation, once ONIC fight under that, ONIC will start running away. That's the opening for Yasuo to start dealing damage. And that's what we saw in that last clash there. So this is a lineup that's very dependent on 2 things. Again, the Abyssal Arrows, but most importantly, the real-world manipulation. That is the most important condition for TNC in team fights and winning this game.
Guessing if these team fights happen again on their terms, this 2.7k gold lead is gonna grow even more and make this very CC dependent lineup by ONIC. And again, we haven't seen Nets do much. We're waiting for his power spike to come in, and then we have a fight, then we have a scrap. But so far, TNC have been so good!
Oh, they find a target. King Solomon gonna be in trouble here. He still survives though. Has the shield, uses the real world manipulation, and now it's ONIC Philippines running for their life here. Can Cram get the kill? He goes onto the turret, but he's gonna back off. But it's ONIC Philippines running away, and it's TNC possibly just taking this Lord. Sensui gonna be in trouble. Escalera flexing on him, can't land that arrow. And Cram as well. They secure that Lord, and now it's Dur gonna be the focus as he falls here.
Oh wow, freestyle Selena. Y'all see that? Freestyle Selena.
Freestyling all over ONIC PH right now, and TNC have just found a massive win. King Salman being able to use the flicker just in time to avoid getting taken out by ONIC PH. We were just talking about it. ONIC knew that TNC's team fight is dependent on this Eve. Eve is the winning condition in the team fight. They found the target, but they couldn't get the job done. Salman again. Flicker just in time to get out of harm's way, leading to TNC getting the Lord because they committed to the action that followed.
King things.
You know what I like to call that? Athletic flicker.
That was athletic.
That's athletic because, hey, if he didn't have the flicker, let's say it was sprint, they wouldn't have been able to pull that off.
Yeah.
Impossible, right? So now TNC here in the bottom side with the Lord by their side. They're going to go ahead and grab that tier 2 turret. Sensui in a position right next to Yasuo. Gets the kick off, but no follow-up in a bad position here. Sensui's got to run for his life. This TNC is looking to crash down on him. They already took care of the Lord here. Sensui not going to get out of this one. Doesn't have much space here, and there you go.
Well, mission accomplished. I mean, they did delay the inevitable. If TNC and ONIC were to bump heads down bottom in that inhibitor turret, it would have gone down eventually. But I guess Sensui got what he wanted.
Yep. It was a slight delay, but TNC can still get towers. They can continue this push that they're on right now, honestly.
All right, from worst to bad then.
Yeah.
You know, right now, I mean, they clear the best they can, but TNC going to go ahead and grab this next turret. I don't know if they're actually going to want to continue on here. They are going to be happy just to take the resources now from ONIC Philippines.
Top lane might be the next focus here for TNC. They're cutting the waves as much as possible. Scarlet Phantom already picked up there by Yasuo's carry, so it's going to be a carry with a lot of attack speed, a lot of crits.
TNC's going to lock ONIC in, man. They're going to start delaying all of their resources. They're going to start drawing lines with this arrow and eventually open up on this, what is that? Yeah, it's a Luminous Lord, 13 minutes.
Yeah, I think at this point, you just kind of see a stalemate here for both teams, unless ONIC Philippines wants to decide, let's find an angle where we can get that numbers advantage before the next Lord.
Yeah, and it will be Rapidude and Super Friend setting that tempo and that opening for ONIC. We've seen Rapidude pull off some great plays in this game already. Again, that attempt at King Salman was a great play by ONIC PH. It was just a greater defense and response by TNC. But TNC still need to respect that. If they get caught big time by that Grok, it's going to be all she wrote.
Oh.
Okay, Sensui going to be the one to get caught out here. The rest of the team tries to get him, but look at that. SD able to grab the kill. Wild Charge comes out. Nets trying to do his best to survive, but look at the damage as Nets falls here. That's 2 down for ONIC Philippines, and it's TNC looking to march in the base. They're going to be working here in the mid lane. Super Friends, though, comes in out from the bush, grabs a kill on Escalera. That's going to be the 1-for-2 trade. Now the Lord is up.
God knows Nets tried. I think he popped his Wind of Charge. Oh, his Wind of Nature, but it could only do so much against TNC, who had such great damage coverage. There's magic, there's physical, there's even true damage from Yasuo.
And it was a true damage of Yasuo that what cost Nets his life there, even though he was right under his ultimate. You saw Crown was desperately trying to claw at Nets, but there was a point where you can no longer adjust the positioning of the go-away dome. That Nets had to position a little bit more backwards, but that put him in the edge, just in range for Cramp to continue swiping at him as well. At him as well.
So nice to have to say it twice.
Swipe or no swipe?
Swipe or no swiping.
I hope there would be moments more like that, because, again, now that Melissa is more prominent in our metagame, we have to see more interactions like that. It's so specific.
Well, right now, ONIC Philippines is going to have to defend against this one. They do have decent clear here. See if they can manage this Lord. It is beefed up. Conceal play and arrow going to land here. Rapidude should be fine. There's the charge from the Lord. That's going to be the turret here on the bottom side going down. TNC looking to punch this one in if they can. Real world manipulation comes down. There's the kick. It's not the angle that they want. And now Sensui going to get locked down here. Flicker comes out from Rapidude. Where's the kills? Escalera can't get it, though. He does fall. No one down for ONIC Philippines. Going to be the mega kill, though. Can they get the crystal down? They don't have the minions. And TNC with the folly as they make a big mistake in the base.
They live.
Just they're running away though. King Salman and SCCYZ need to run back, because ONIC Philippines might have an opportunity to take down a lot of turrets. Super Friends, he needs to continue this aggression right now. And this is the gamble for TNC. Yasuo falling down early. King Salman forced to use that flicker early, but he stayed alive yet again with a great flicker, but just didn't have that real world manipulation. A fantastic defense though by ONIC PH, holding on. They found themselves in a great situation, fighting under nothing.
What was that? A moment of confusion, like 1 or 2 different dudes from TNC calling heroes, turrets, and then they weren't hitting the same things at the same time, so they spread out their damage, and that's what happened.
I mean, that's tough too. You saw that for Escalera, right? 2 members of ONIC Philippines literally 1 hit away next to each other.
Their lives flashing back. It's just like...
And you just can't get to them. Right? That's a tough situation for TNC. So, you know, it's not a game-ending thing, but yeah, it's a great defense from ONIC Philippines. Can they possibly convert that into a contesting this next Lord up here in about 30 seconds?
That's how massive this lead that TNC has built for themselves was in that situation. Despite TNC almost getting completely wiped out, only 2 members remaining in the map, ONIC PH still have only taken down 3 of TNC's turrets in this game.
Not a single Lord.
Not a single Lord, though.
So that means TNC's minions are enhanced, while ONIC is still punching in with the bare minimum.
Yeah, ONIC PH, though, they're in a great spot to be able to get this Lord without that big of a problem right now. Great positioning by Rapid Dude. Salman and Kram are in a right position as well to reposition the members of ONIC, force them to change up where they are currently in the map. There is a Uranus split pushing up top that TNC might need to watch out for here. The minion waves are getting larger up top there. What is TNC going to call for here?
Look at TNC. They're trying to go here at the side angle on the bottom side. They do. ONIC Philippines grabs that turret. Lord's just going to reset. They might look to just crash down here. Either get a numbers advantage and then just push it in, or fight for dominance in this side of that Lord pit. So already, Kram has to go take care of Dur, and now we're at the standoff for the Lord.
This is good. This is good. The fact that Derek can call on Kram makes it easier for Nets to do his job, because that's one less threat of Nets getting blown up.
Yeah, SD trying to make his way back to the Lord here. About half health. Rapidu going to take the arrow. They get the kill. That's the numbers advantage they're looking for. Kram was focusing on Super Prince. Not able to follow up here. Escalera just trying to zone them out. Meanwhile, here we go. The suppressed Super Prince flickers, but Escalera with finesse grabs the kill, but goes down himself. And there you go.
Oh, no.
It's a bad move there on the top side. Net's still going to be alive here. It's an even match across the board. It was a 2-for-2 trade. Lord still for the taking.
And it's junglers and side laners left too, so there's a lot of damage, a lot of kit left for both to contest.
Are they going to commit to this Lord? Who's going to pop?
Dur. He's got to be careful. Takes quite a bit of damage. Pops the Consecrate. Should heal back up here. Lord's still going to be juggled around by both teams as they try to wait for all their members to come back up here. No one wants to fully commit. Both junglers holding on here as well with those retributions.
Oh, less than half.
It's a retry battle.
Can they pull it off? Look at Nets has the ultimate, and it's secured by Setsui. Able to grab that one. They're going to give the recall here to go back. Happy with the objective.
Delta split, not a single casualty too. Pure win for ONIC.
What a massive win there for ONIC, and TNC now will be forced to defend this. Again, the advantage that they have is what's going to help them in this scenario is that they still have a lot of turrets up. For ONIC PH, they won't need to do much to get a successful push. TNC, the way they're positioning, they're very aggressive right now. It seems like they want to find a massive pick-off to stop ONIC PH from pushing. But this Melissa is a massive problem now. Malefic Roar, Demon Hunter Sword, Wind Talker, Scarlet Phantom, and the Wind of Nature. No wonder why, when freely able to hit, Nets is just dealing out bombs and damage.
Yeah, it's I mean, right now we're going to see them trying to manage the waves the best they can. Lord has to be dealt with on the top side. This is much harder for TNC. They do have the tools they need to have a successful defense, but look at ONIC Philippines. They're going to be looking to put the pressure here and force this situation out. Topside turret's already going to go down. Mid turret's going to be next here. Kram trying to buy time as much as he can. They hold on to mid turret, so for now, TNC with a successful defense.
I love it. Very well thought out and planned push here. They take top lane inhibitor. Mid slowly worked on about half health on that base turret. ONIC PH is back in the game. They've shrank that 5K, 6K goal lead to about just under 1,000. Good work.
Oh, man. Again, ONIC are in a position to, when team fights go like that, the way that it did, Sensui has been a beast with being able to secure objectives this season. Quick on that retribution. TNC, they might want to commit more resources onto him if they want to secure objectives.
We're in juggle territory right now. Items are being bought, sold, off of their cooldowns.
Yeah.
And really, this is Operation Protect Nets for ONIC, because this man, he's not throwing out needles. This Melissa is throwing out nuclear ordnance. literally just 2 or 3 hits, and then you're starting to feel it as Yasuo and Escalera. It's very scary to be under Net's sights.
Yeah, again, and the thing too is if you don't have King Solomon and you don't have Escalera, Nets is going to have just a better time overall staying protected under the dome, has that protection, and so that's another obstacle or a box that TNC needs to tick here. Can they actually find a form of a pickoff? And the best way to do that is actually if Cram can find the angle that he needs on the backside, forcing that ultimate out sooner than later so that it forces Nets in a situation here. But still, you've got to work all around that CC that ONIC Philippines has as well. Ooh. Rapidude. They use the conceal, but the next Lord is up here, so you can already see Sensui planting himself there.
Yeah, something that I must note, Dare is doing quite a lot to alleviate pressure from Nets. It has to happen. Dare has to set up Nets for success again.
Yeah, and we saw in the last Lord fight, Dare's constant split pushing actually forced SDZYZ to be the one to respond.
Yeah.
Cram just couldn't do anything to dent Dare's health. SDZYZ could only do so much before he had to go back to the Lord to be there for retribution contention. This Uranus is a big problem right now for TNC.
He's kiting 2 dudes!
Yeah, it's kiting 2 dudes. It's forcing SDZYZ to not fight under the Lord, hence why ONIC PH are very confident right now with being able to take this, but they're not full.
Here we go.
Your game sounds.
Hopefully we get it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the Lord did go to the hands of ONIC.
So that means TNC went for an amazing defense.
TNC held on. They didn't lose any of their inhibitors.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's TNC actually just trying to punch this one in here. Lord coming up in just a few seconds, so I think we're going to see even both teams just try to get in position again and fight this one out unless they can get a pick here.
What the numbers look like is that, just to speculate what potentially happened and why we're in the scenario.
Get
Number
everyone
one,
speed.
ONIC Philippines probably were counter-punished by TNC after getting the Lord. And that's a good catch!
Dare does go down, but look at the backside!
What the
Perfect
heck?
flicker wild charge in to fall for TNC. And although they trade, it's 2 for 2. Nets is down 2. Here they go. Can they capitalize on it? SD going in. Super Prince quite low. Can he survive this one? Has the enhanced chains, but Cram, look at him. He's going for the crystal. Can you stop him? You can't, because he's still swiping.
TNC, second time seems to be the right time because now they talked about it. Let's all go for the turret and let's just go Goblin mode.
Okay, so we saw exactly what happened there in the end. They were able to get a catch onto Nets, and then they continued the trend. However, a beautiful